I prefer to use cocoa coir as a rooting medium since it's inert and sterile. So it's free of diseases or pests that can cause rooting failures, unlike most potting soil mixes. Choose a good brand since cheaper ones can still have salt. If salt is present, roots won't grow and you will lose your cuttings. Prepare the cocoa coir brick according to the instructions. Take your time and let the cocoa coir absorb water and expand slowly. Don't use more water than it's needed. You can always add more water later if needed, but removing it from the cocoa coir will be much more difficult. Use cuttings collected when the plants are in the winter dormancy. You can obtain cuttings from friends, cut them yourself, or buy them online. Label the cuttings with a permanent ink marker. Wrap the cuttings in kitchen film and store them in the refrigerator until early spring. Make a fresh cut near the last node. The plant nodes have cell tissues that are easier to revert to root development. Lightly scrape the bark to the sides of the last node. The wounds will develop into callus tissue, a first step to root development. A rooting hormone applied to the wounded areas can speed up the development of roots. This step is optional, since the roots will also develop without the rooting hormone, but they might take a bit longer to form. Check my video on this subject if you want to know more. Cover the upper part of the cutting with parafilm. This last step is also optional, since it's not necessary if you maintain a humid environment in the first weeks of rooting. In some situations, parafilm can help, as it avoids cutting dehydration above the soil. Place the rooting medium in individual containers. Using dedicated plastic grow bags, it's an effective and cheap option. Place one cutting in each bag and label it. The bags with the unprotected cuttings should be placed in a humid environment. A good option is a large plastic box with a lid. The cover of the box should not be airtight to prevent the development of fungus. If you use parafilm to protect the upper part of the cuttings, they won't need to be kept in a larger container. In both situations, the cuttings should be kept in the shade in a warm but not too hot environment. During rooting, make sure the cuttings have enough moisture to avoid dehydration. If the cocoa coir had the right amount of water to start with, only a daily light water spray should be needed. Water needs can be checked using the bag weight. Try to keep the bags with the same weight as they started with. Be sure to remove all fruit growth so the cutting can concentrate all its energy in leaf and root development. After the first month, it's a good idea to add a few drops of liquid fertilizer to the water when spraying. Use a diluted concentration of a good foliar fertilizer, since it can be absorbed by the leaves. After 2 months, all the cuttings were successful and are growing nicely. Using individual bags instead of a larger common container, there is no need to separate the plants and disturb the young roots. The same method can be applied to many other types of fruit trees that grow well on their own roots, like kiwis, grapevines or pomegranates. It can also be used to propagate many different types of rootstocks. Beware that some fruit types will take much longer to root than others, so be patient. Do you enjoy my work? You can help me make more videos easily. Just click the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video or leave a comment. Click the bell and turn on notifications on your device so you don't miss my next videos. Thanks for watching.